Welcome again. It's time for another edition of the End of Day Report with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWave home of the infamous six pack. When you are thirsty, you are parched, you can come and quench that thirst with a $69 a month subscription to the most powerful, potent, and perfect price trigger reports issued to you daily and pretty much every market on the planet. All right, so with that being said, today was a very interesting day for sure. Stock markets rallied pretty strongly. So this was day 3 of these markets. Now, yesterday it rallied too, but then pulled back all the way back. Today it rallied and made up for what it pulled back yesterday and then some. And now in the overnight market, we are still moving forward. Very interesting day indeed. What's up to everybody in the live stream chat? I see you. I see you. As far as a link, I didn't get a chance to complete my work on that. I will try again tomorrow. Hopefully that will work and I can have it done and link will be added to the crypto price trigger report. All right. Let's see here. What else? Yeah. Okay. As far as the algo charts, I do not have access to them at this time because I'm still running reports for the price triggers. Right now, I'm on my last one. All the price trigger reports have been posted, with the exception of the U.S. equities. The U.S. equity report is still live running right now. So once I am completed with the U.S. equity report, I will post that and then we'll be done. And because that's running, I don't have access to the algo charts until that process is done. But what I do have access to is my other joint. So we'll just use that. We'll use that. All right. So with that being said, let's see here. We will use this baby. We'll just go here and we'll just use this one. This is as good as any. Bear with me just for a second. Just give me a quick. All right, I'm gonna need to add something so we can make this easy for you guys to see. So just bear with me. Let's see. I should have. I wish I had the forethought to have made this already on here. Then I wouldn't have to try to create it all of a sudden. All right, so okay, here we go. All right, bear with me a second here. All right, okay. Just need to change a few things and then we'll be ready to go. All right, and we'll make this one that. All right. Okay, I think I'm about ready now. Hold on, what is this one? Okay, no, I'm not ready. Hold on. I need to make this, hold on. I need to do something real quick. The last one, yep, this, nope. Okay, yeah, this one, that stays like that. So it gotta be this one. All right, let's see. Okay. I think I'm good now. Just bear with me. I'll know based on how my chart looks. Okay. Yep. Almost there. One more thing. Because I know if I don't do it now, everybody will say, I can't see it. It doesn't make sense. I don't know what you're doing. Why are you doing things this way, Dex? What's wrong? We don't understand. All right. I get it. I dig it. That's why I'm doing this now. That way later on we won't have to worry about it. Okay. I think I'm good to go now. All right, so we got, let's make this one a different color because that'll be too hard for you guys to see. Bear with me. I'm almost done. Just have to change some colors around. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Boom. That will definitely work. All right. All right. I think I'm ready now. If I can just figure out how to do one little thing, I think we'll be good to go. If I can just do this one little thing. And I don't recall what I did. How did I do it? Oh, okay. I know what it is now. Okay, hold on. I'm rambling, but just bear with me. I don't have a choice. We have to do things this way so I can get my point across. Okay, here we go. All right. Hopefully everybody had a good day, man. Seriously. Hopefully everyone caught something somewhere, somehow, because there was charts popping all over the place. So I'm really hoping people got in and was able to do some real damage. All right, so let's do this last thing here. The only thing that I didn't like today, though, is that it seemed like that gold just did not want to it didn't want to act right. And that was one of the things coming into today that we were afraid of. Afraid of the market not acting right. I know we had that overhead resistance I showed you, but I was still hopeful, to be honest. I was hopeful that something would be on and popping up in there, but it wasn't. Not really doing right. All right, I'm ready now. Let me just save my work, because if I don't, it'll be an issue. All right, save the workspace. And the TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform, you have to save your layout. If you don't, it's going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about, and then you'll lose it. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? All right, let's jump in. Here we go. Share my screen with you. All right, here we go. We're going to jump in. All right, so you'll be able to see my charts. All right. Actually, that's too much. Okay, you should be able to see the charts pretty good here. All right, so this is we're gonna start off with what we got here. All right, this is the DXD, the inverse ETF for the Dow. Okay. All right. This is the weekly on the top, and then the chart right here to my left, bottom left, is the daily chart. You can see that the market is coming off. Losses are being extended on the DXD, the inverse ETF for the Dow. And likewise on the daily, it's just kind of capped right there. All right, you see momentum is pointing down. All right, it's really struggling below the trend line resistance. The weekly has also having problems with the trend line resistance as well. And not only that, but you see the market tried to, your trend lines tried to cross up here. All right, and now it's looking like it wants to lose more steam. You got your momentum line turning down. All right, so momentum is dropping on this thing. It's not working. is just not working. All right, whatever's going on is not working. This tells me that for the time being, the market is going to remain bullish. Remember how I talked to you in the last video, how I was saying, you know, I was concerned because I forgot that it was the holiday weekend coming up. So I said I had to push back my analysis by probably like 2 days. So that pushes everything back into next week. All right. So technically speaking, the market should remain bullish until next week instead of us getting like normally if the bears are going to come in and beat the market down and sell the rally, it would have already transpired by today, no later than tomorrow. But because of the holiday weekend and because it's, today is Passover, Good Friday will be here another day, and then we got Easter Monday. Like I said, I can't recall. I could be wrong, but I know I don't recall the market being down during that time. And I don't recall the markets being down on 4th of July. It's a patriotic thing, I guess. I don't know. So with that being said, you can see here on the charts that there's just no life right now in the inverse ETFs. So if they're not running like they did back here, so it ran back here and look, it just collapsed. It gave it all up. And you can see it on the weekly. You can see it here on the daily. You can see it on the both intraday charts. You can see it losing that momentum and just putting in new legs lower. So that's it. That's a wrap. So you should not be short the market right now. That's basically what the chart is telling you. It's telling you do not be short. All right. As far as, let's pull up the crude oil. Let's look at crude oil real quick. All right. So here's where we're looking on the crude oil. All right. So as you can see here, here's your weekly setup right here on the crude oil chart. You can see how the market came off the way it did. And then you can see here how it tried to bounce off of the technical low. And so far we're having an inside week. If this was a daily chart, I would say we're having an inside day, but we're having an inside week here. All right. The market is chilling. It can't go nowhere. It's not going nowhere. It's just sitting here chilling. As a matter of fact, hold on for a second. I think I can make this a little bit better. Let's see. Let's see if I can remember where it is. It's been a while. Let's see. Okay. Okay, here we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Now it looks better. Okay, let me save it. If you don't save stuff, you lose it. All right. All right. We are good to go. Good to go. All right. So right now, like I said, on the weekly, it's still struggling. You're still very much in a bear market, right? And you have your momentum is still trying to turn up. So you got the bullish momentum, but the price action is just can't get it together. The overhead resistance is so far proven to be a bit much. Come over here to the daily chart and you're flat. You're absolutely flat. Nothing's going on here. You're flat. Momentum is just flat, dead in the water. So what do we have? What do we make from this? Well, I still got to do what I think and what I see. I believe that the market is going to overcome this. I do believe it's going to overcome this. And so with that being said, I have to trade what I see. So with that being said, I believe that the market is going to get it going. I think the oil does have some technical bounce in it that is coming. And so we cannot really ignore it. That's what I believe. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I'm trying to ascertain at this point how do I want to proceed with it. So what I did was I took a position today. I took a long position, got filled in a long position. It's small. It's something I'm looking to hold over the holidays. If possible, if that changes, I will definitely alert everyone. But right now, it's looking like that is definitely something that I'm going to hold on to. So I would definitely, let you know if that changes. But as of right now, I'm looking to hold over the weekend. I think it's going to probably take a few more days for the market to do its thing. So I'm just waiting. If you look here on the daily chart, you're still below that Kumo cloud on that daily chart, still very much below it. All right. And it's trying to build a little something. It's trying to build an upward channel. This is what I'm banking on. I'm banking that the market wants to make a run toward the long-term overhead resistance. So I think a technical bounce play in the near term is in order. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking the market could even go as high as near 36-ish on the crude oil. All right. I think it's at least going to get there. Okay. All right. So now, yeah, I see you. Is it Gaia? I see it. You're talking about the OPEC meeting. Yeah, that's a thing that's coming up. They're still trying to work out deals with that. Yep, I'm very much aware of that. That's something that's being worked on right now. That is a very real reality. However, until they do, I think that the market is going to try to rally into that meeting. That's why I put this on. Now, you can't see everything in here, but because it's not an algo chart, it's just something I'm trying to put together so you can see. But that's about it. And yes, I see your comments. I see your comments. And like I said, that's why I did put on the alert this morning in the trading room. I posted my shopping list. I actually did get filled. Okay, so the ticker that I'm using in this chart right here is the futures. If you're using the Thinkorswim platform, it's /Q as in Qbert, M as in Mark. It's the mini contract. I love mini contracts. I just love minis. E-minis, I love them. It's what I do. So that's the one that I'm using. The big oil futures contract is ticker /C as in Charlie, L as in Lima. That's the big one. Okay, as far as leverage, yeah, here's how it works. The futures contract is leverage. All right, the average ratio for a futures contract by default is about 50-1. Whenever you're trading commodity futures, you're using on average a 50-1 ratio. All right, so leverage is already built into it. Yes, futures contracts are leveraged instruments. So if I'm going to trade the outright futures, which is normally what I like to do, I'll get in and I'll do that. No worries. If I miss my trade for whatever reason, all right, or I have to adjust my strategy for whatever reason, I also like to play in the ETFs. All right. I'm currently long USO. Sometimes I'll trade UCO, and other times I'll trade the XLE or the DIG or the DUG. All right. So I trade the oil heavy at times when I'm in it. I'll trade it heavy. I'll constantly be going in and out of it because it's one of those markets. Like I told you, it kind of moves like the S&P 500. It's still a gangster market. Don't get it twisted. That's why I don't do options on the futures. No way, no how. Tried it. Said I'll never do it again. So if you want leverage, futures is the primary way to go if you want leverage. However, if you want to be able to manage the trade a little bit easier, then the ETFs are the way to go. And some of the ETFs have pretty good options markets too, so you can't really go wrong with that. You got an options market too on the crude oil, but like I said, it's so gangster. It's really gangster. I can't stress that part enough. If you're gonna operate and you want to do options, I would say do options on Exxon or do options on XLE, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But you can trade OIH, you can trade USO, UCO, XLE, or you can do DIG. So those are options, and I have all those on the daily reports. All right, so that's the crude oil. That's my thinking behind that one. All right, so let's move on to, let's look at the Dow real quick. All right, as you can see here, here's your Dow. All right, so you see the momentum is there with the Dow. It's trying to move up here on the weekly. All right, the daily down here is not too shabby either. You can see it's in an uptrend channel right now. It's marching toward the trend line resistance. All right, so overhead trend line resistance right now on the daily is around 26,132. And on the weekly, we're looking at 26,100. All right, so basically that's where I'm looking at. So the 26,000 mark is in play right now on your Dow. All right, so if you're looking to get long the U.S. stock indexes, you can't really make a mistake there. Here's what the NASDAQ 100 is looking like. I'm currently long the Russell because it's been the weakest one, which means it stands to rally the most when and if it decides to catch up with the rest of the market. So this right here is your NASDAQ 100. It has broken on the weekly the overhead resistance. All right, the first resistance has been broken. Now it's now headed toward the other overhead resistance mark, and it's getting real close to it. It's getting real close to it. All right, give me one other second here. Something's not working. Hold on. Need to change something real quick. Okay, I see that one. I see that one, but I don't see these. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay. I have to play around with this because it's not. I'm not seeing what I want to see. Nope, that's not it either. And nope, that's not it either. All right. Oh well. So anyhow, on the daily now, you can see how the NASDAQ 100 is over the trend line resistance, and it's trying to make its way toward the bottom of the Kumo cloud. This is a very heavy resistance area, just so you know. It's a very heavy resistance area. In other words, we're getting close to having to take profit on these long positions is what I'm getting at. All right, here's the Russell. I might end up pulling the trade tonight. You know, I'll see how it is. By the time I get ready to go to bed, I'll check one last look. All right, here's where the Russell is right now. It has a little bit further to go. Its trend line resistance is way up here at that 1,500 mark. All right, and we're way down here at the 1,100 mark. But we also have a little slight resistance right here. Just keep it, that may challenge it. And that's a few points away. And then we got, you know, the bottom of the Kumo cloud that we'll be coming up on. So it could start fizzling out around the 1,300 level. If that's the case, I would like to be involved there. I would like to be involved for the ride. If it's going to 1,300, I want to be right there too. Okay. All right, let's look at the ETF counterpart, IWM. Here's IWM. All right. So now the daily chart is a little broken up on the IWM. I don't know if you can see this or not. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do everything in the big screen up here. That way you guys can see it. So hold on a second. Let's see. Hold on. I'll just make this bigger. Let's see. Here's the daily. All right, so here on the daily chart, you can see here that the we had this bottoming out phase right here around that 95.69 level on the IWM. It broke above the first resistance right here. All right, and managed to close above it. And here's the overhead secondary resistance level right here at the 131 level. So as it stands right now, I believe that it is possible that we got at least another $10 to go topside before it runs into some real major resistance. Right now, it looks comfortable where it is, but the overhead resistance at 131 is a real challenge. Between getting here and there, it's going to be a challenge. What you don't want to see is you don't want to see this market tomorrow, by the close tomorrow. You don't want to see it take out 112.96. A close below 112.96 means it's giving up its momentum, and then it's going to revisit the lows at 95. You follow me? So that's what the IWM is looking like. All right. Did you catch that, my man? You catch that? So it's cool where it's at. I think on this current course, it could test and challenge the 131 overhead resistance. What you want to see is the market close above 112.96 tomorrow. If it does not, it will be in trouble for next week. Because remember, the market's closed on Friday. All right. So we got this 4-day holiday coming up. And then same thing for Monday. Okay. As far as the Kumo Cloud goes, the Kumo Cloud analysis, all of my analysis for that matter, is on daily and weekly charts. I do not use the analysis on intraday charts whatsoever. That is not what I do. All right. I don't do intraday charts because it is unreliable. It does not work. All right. So it's only daily and weekly. And if you look on the other chart here at the bottom, the other daily chart, you can see how it's kind of like moving sideways and tripping around a little bit. Doesn't look all that confident per se. You got your Kumo, it's still below the Kumo Cloud and everything, but it's starting to get closer into the Kumo Cloud. So according to this, you would say that you probably will be lucky to hit 120, but I'm not basing it off of that. I'm basing it off of this, according to this here. So I hold my head out a little bit more for it. Yeah, I have a little bit more faith in it than that. All right, here is here's gold. Let's get into the gold futures real quick. I've been really wanting to be involved in gold, something fierce, but it keeps not giving me what I want. And what I want is some movement. You know what I'm saying? You want movement. And when you can't get that movement, you know, that kind of sucks. I couldn't get a fill because the market's flat. I could not get a fill. I could not get a fill. I got filled on quite a few things, but not everything. My laundry list is massive this week. I put on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different positions. And only like 4 or 5 of them got filled today. So the other tickets are still going to be working into next week. The way I do my strategy is to always have tickets working. I always have orders working. Whatever the system prints out and says, okay, this is what we're doing today, boom. I'm always canceling and replacing tickets. I always have tickets working. That's how you're guaranteed to always catch moves, is by always having orders working in the market. I'm always either long or short in the market, or got orders working, waiting to get involved in the market. I'm never just completely sidelined. No such thing. No matter what's going on, I'm never just sidelined in the market. I'm always either long or short in the market, or I always have tickets working, orders working, waiting to be picked up. That's how I do it. You'll never catch moves in the market if you don't have orders working. All right. So you always got to have your tickets in, always have your orders working, always work your orders. All right. So on this one here on gold, you know, it's flat. The momentum, you can see it right here, is dead flat. We are silent right now. Nothing's happening. No one's home. This is a futures contract. The markets are open right now. We are trading Thursday right now, even though it's Wednesday evening. These are futures contracts, so we're already trading Thursday, and we ain't got nada, zilch, zero, nothing. Momentum is flat, non-existent. That's why I couldn't get a fill. We topped out at 1742.6. So $1,742.60 is where the market stopped. It stopped short. All right, which is pretty decent. That's only, you know, $200 away from that 1900, right? We up there. We're cooking. But the market is exhausted. It's tired, and it doesn't want to go any further. It's saying, no, ma'am, no, sir. I don't want to go anymore. I don't want to play anymore. I'm done. Leave me alone. And that's where we are right here. The market is tired. It's exhausted. It's saying, please leave me alone. Please don't put me back in that room. Don't put me back in that room. So we got the bullish pointer right here going on. I think we should come back and burst through it. You know, I really do. I think that's what's up. I think this support right here should hold, and I think this market's ready to boogie. I think it's ready to boogie. So let's go. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. I did get filled though on hold on. I'll tell you right now because I don't remember. Let me see. All right, I'm currently long. All right, I'm still long the gold. I'm still long and strong the gold. Still long the Russell. Still okay. Oh boy, I'm short silver now. Wow. Okay, I got out of the long. I'm short silver. Long the Dow. Long. I'm short bonds, and I'm long oil. All right, so that wasn't okay. I didn't know I didn't think silver was going to hit me. It hit me. Okay. All righty then. All right, so silver's not acting right. Let's pull up that one next. So you see gold's flat. It's not trying to cooperate. It doesn't want to play ball. What's going on with silver? Why am I short silver? What's going on? All right, here's the silver futures. All right, here's the daily. It's flat too, man. I was hoping and thinking it would pop up right here, but it's not trying to pop. It's like just cruising along at the, with the overhead resistance. It's just chilling. You know, it's trading in between the two lines. You know what I'm saying? Momentum is flat. I thought it was going to turn up and we were going to get that nice golden cross up here, but nah. Momentum, it crossed over first. And I was like, okay, we good. We off. But then look how it came down and flatlined us. Then it took off again. Now it's flatlining us again. So I'm hoping it's going to take off again. It didn't do it. I got filled on the short side and nothing's happening. I'm probably going to get stopped out again and have to reverse and get long. I don't know. We're going to see. I'm gonna let it cook. I'm gonna let it be, and then I'll let you know. But if you look over here on this one here in the corner, the one with the Kumo cloud on it, I don't have it on this study. It's a different one. But down here, it's like it's really hitting some resistance. It's showing the overhead resistance a little bit more prominent. And it's the market's really struggling, and I don't know if it's going to. I don't know if it's going to hold or not. It's acting like it's not going to hold. You know, it's just acting like it's not going to do it. So we'll see. I mean, the bears technically are still in control of this market, and the way that overhead resistance is looking, boy, oh boy. You know, I don't know. I'm looking, man. I'm looking. I'm hoping that the market changes a little bit. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, hold on. Give me another second here. All right. Okay. Yeah, see, it's just not, it's not looking good at all. Not looking good at all. I wish it would get a little bit more gusto to it, but see how this resistance up here is so prominent around the $16.50 range. It's real prominent, man. Real prominent. It's acting like it wants to just give one more pop up because of this bullish pointer right here. So I'm probably going to be wrong right now. I'm probably going to get caught up in the little washing machine. It's probably going to stop me and then get me long, and then who knows? I don't know. I'm trying to give silver a chance to prove itself real quick. I'm not doing anything too heavy. These are little teeny positions. Sometimes what I do is I'll test the waters with a little teaser. I'll do something real small just to see what's going to happen. And then once a trend has been chosen, I'll go ahead and I'll ride with that. But we're not working right now. It's not cooperating. All right, so you want me to look at Beyond Meat. All right, here we go. Here's the Beyond Meat. It's looking like it's still marching toward the $82, like that's where it wants to go. From a technical standpoint, it's looking like that's what's up. You have a uptrend channel that's in full effect. Your momentum is turned up, which is also good. That's what you like to see. But other than that, I mean, that's where you are. What you want to see on this one, or I should say what you don't want to see rather, is you don't want to see the market close below $66.40 tomorrow. You got to close above $66.40 tomorrow, okay? That's what you need, $66.40. As long as it can do that, you maintain a bullish outlook going into next week for Beyond Meat, all right? All right, so we didn't do this one. Did we do the Russell? Yeah, I like the Russell. I think the Russell's, I'm going to hold it. I think it wants to work with me. I think it wants to head toward that resistance of 13 overhead. So yeah, I'm happy with that one. Now let's look at the bonds here. All right, so you can see here, you got overhead resistance. I think the market's going to try to shoot up and get to 20 at this point. I really believe that on this TBT. This is TBT. I think it wants to get up there. The reason why I think it wants to get up toward that resistance and test that overhead resistance is because of this. Here is your bonds, your TLT. It has lost its momentum. It is now bearish. It's losing momentum. It's losing it. Losing it. And I think that it's going to come down here and probably test the 156 trend line support. That's what I'm thinking. All right, it's losing its momentum. All right, we're a long way from that 179.70 top. And I think now it wants to roll over on TLT. That's what I'm thinking. It's lost its momentum. Doesn't have it. All right, and as long as this market closes below 166.19 tomorrow, I think the doors swung wide open for next week for another bear attack. All right, I think prices can fall further. All right, so that's all I got, man. I don't have anything else. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button for me. I'm sorry I couldn't pull up any crypto for you, but like I said, I'm running that report. I'm about to post it now. As soon as I get off the air, I'll post it to the room, and I'll do an update, let you know where I'm moving my stops, if any, on the open positions. All right, with that being said, you guys, we got one more day, all right? One more day. Tomorrow is the do or die. Tomorrow is kind of like a take back Friday. Markets need to do what they do. So we know what's going to happen. All right. So holidays are here. Ain't too much going to be going on. I'm expecting anything that is open to be very, very, very thinly traded. And I generally do not and will not trade in the holidays. I don't do it. It's not smart in any way, shape, or form to trade doing thinly traded, markets. It's just not smart, and it will take you forever to get your money. I've done it before. I know. Where I sat all day just to get like 2 S&P points. Seriously, literally, seriously. I'm not even kidding. Took forever to get those points, man. All right, so yeah, the market's gonna be closed. Holiday schedule, ain't nothing going on. I know I'm not gonna be doing anything. Y'all can do what y'all feel y'all need to do. You're gonna be trading crypto or something. I still think it's going to be a you know, no one home. You'll be in there trading against yourself, competing with yourself. So if I were you, I would chill too. Really, whatever they're gonna do, that's what I would do. I wouldn't be in there trying to do anything. Friday, the market's closed. Um, so if the market's closed, you should be too. You know what I mean? That's kind of my take on it. You know. So Friday, market closed, and Monday is probably gonna be a little augmented. I don't think too much volume. So just be mindful of that. Um, I don't think that you're going to see too much going on. Everyone's going to be pretty much off, taking off on that day. They're going to want to enjoy the long weekend. Okay. So from what I can tell, the market's going to be open on Monday, but it may be very light. I'm just because I'm looking at it now and I don't see anything that says Monday. I just see it saying Friday, Good Friday. That's it. So Friday, April 10th, market closed. That's it. So that's it. All right. With that being said, you guys remember PulseWaveTrading.com. You can come break bread with us, see how we do this, build that income stream, that secondary income stream. Just in case you lose your job, you won't be looking silly. You won't be looking stupid because you'll be trading and you already will be in the flow of making some money. So you won't be like in a panic like everybody else. Like, what am I going to do? I have no job. I can't leave the house, whatever. All right. And with that being said, remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back, and smash that like button, man. I'll see y'all back here in the morning for pre-market post scan. Peace, and I'm out.